Thank you, and this may be, you may be seated. Aho.
Thank you, Dennis. That was a real treat to hear. We appreciate you joining us today and sharing that with us. Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Pat Zadate. I'm the Deputy Director of the Office of Civil Rights and Diversity, and I'm also a little short. So some of you can't see me. I want to thank everyone for joining us today for this very special program. I want to thank Director Frost for sharing his story of the Southern Ute Tribe and the success that they've had in energy development. And something that you said is a theme that resonated throughout today's various conversations, a theme that Native people endeavor to persevere. And the stories that each of you told, Jody's story, your story, Jasmine's stories, Dennis's stories, all had parts of that same theme in them. And so we appreciate everyone's contributions. I think each of you has given us opportunity to reflect on the stories, the histories that you shared with us today. And those are stories that make these programs more meaningful and educational for people who join us either here in the audience or remotely. And so we appreciate each of you spending your time with us and sharing those stories. I want to let people know that immediately following the program, for those here in Forrestal, we'll have a food tasting, and they're asking for people to exit, I believe, through this side of the auditorium so that you can join the line to get through the food tasting. But before that, we have certificates to provide. Director Campos, I'm going to ask you if you wouldn't mind coming up. And what was that? And if Director Frost wouldn't mind coming up to the podium. We have a certificate of appreciation that reads, in recognition of your outstanding support of the 2019 Native American Heritage Month program, honoring our nation's building strength through understanding, held on November 14th at the Department of Energy. As the Director of Indian Energy Policy and Programs, we appreciate your contributions by sharing your expert knowledge of Native Americans and the heritage of the Southern Ute Tribe. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you. It's an honor. Thanks, Jane. Thank you, everyone.
And if we could have Jasmine come up quickly, we also have a certificate of appreciation for you, recognizing your contributions today and educating us. As Jody mentioned, I too didn't have much knowledge of the Pamunkey tribe, and so I was really excited to hear your story today and to learn that history, and then you brought forward some very interesting history to share with the group today, so thank you for that. And Dennis, we had a printing issue with your certificate, but if you wouldn't mind coming up for a picture at least, we will get this to you. We can walk it down later today if you're at the Smithsonian.
You know, a handshake among Native people is good enough.
Thank you. This will end our program. Again, thank you for joining us today. I do want to thank Colette Bankins, who coordinated this program today. It takes a lot of coordination between facilities, our office, our speakers. So I thank Colette for leading that effort. Thank Mike Colbert, who helped us with making sure we had the slides ready to go today and available. So I thank Michael Colbert, who's our informal EEO complaints manager, for the contribution as well, and Jody Tallbear for agreeing to be the mistress of ceremonies and sharing her story and the introduction to Indian country. So thank you, everybody.